Before he talks, I would like to touch upon a few aspects of that topic. After 70 years of independence, that too on the birth anniversary of Dr. Mahatma Gandhiji's birth, we are very happy to listen to him, but at the same time, I also feel unfortunate that we have to talk about the endangered democracy after 70 years of completely destroyed, both because of Mr. Narendra Modi at the national level, and in particular at Telangana due to the dictatorial rule of Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao. The four pillars of democracy, how they are destroyed, I think the policy makers have become short-sighted, biased, self-centered. Today, the economic policies are being conceived to benefit few capitalists while suppressing the poor. That is the reason I think 5% of the people in this country capture the 95% of the wealth, and 95% of the poor do have probably 5% of the wealth. That is the unfortunate state of affairs because of the lopsided policies being made by the policy makers. The second, I guess, is executive, who has become callous and unfortunately hand in glove with the corrupt politicians and become puppets in the hands of the corrupt politicians. Third, judiciary. We should not talk much, but then the truth remains that a few months back, 4 Supreme Court judges came forward and then talked about how judiciary is being abused at the highest level in this country. And fourth, media. I don't need to elaborate much. Media today is being bullied, bulldozed, blackmailed, and views are not coming, news are not coming, but only the views are coming, and that too very manipulated news are coming from the media because they're forced to do so. So that's how the thought policing is happening through the media. So all 4 pillars of the democracy are completely destroyed, and this is the common phenomena at the national level and as well as the state level, and we are actually in a dangerous situation, very, very dangerous situation at this point of time. If we don't, as professionals, wake up, I think we are going to give much more dangerous and the worst scenario for our future generations. The rulers have become the dictators, destroying the democracy. They're actually destroying the very nature of the human being, and very nature of the human being is to think and speak their mind. And today, if someone speaks their mind, someone truthfully talks about what they think, what is right and what is wrong, they are being branded and labeled as urban Naxalites. That's what is happening today across the nation. That is happening at the national level and as well as at the state level. In Telangana, if you look, we have seen Gauri Lankesh, how she has been killed. And we have seen how Kalburgi has been killed. That's because they have been open enough to talk about what is right, what is wrong. And we have seen in Telangana how Professor Haragopal has been arrested. We have seen how Kodandram has been harassed, and we have seen how Varavar Rao has harassed and how Vimalakka has harassed. So a lot of similarities between Bada Modi, as Rahulji sometime back said, Bada Modi in Delhi and Chota Modi in Telangana. So both of them are contributing to destroy the democratic pillars in this country. And another very important point that I would like to raise, I think, is about one particular point, unemployment, which are, again, at the national level and the state level, we have the similarities. India's major population today consists of youth, and the major challenge I think they are facing is the unemployment. And in Telangana, we have about 40 lakh unemployed, and across the nation, crores of people are today looking for the employment. Let me tell you that it's going to be a big menace if in case we as a policymakers and professionals don't address the issue of unemployment in a serious manner, in a structured and systematic manner. Let me tell you, all those restless unemployed youth, I cannot tell you what they're likely to do. We are going to destroy our own self if in case we don't address the issue of unemployment. We are all actually talking about that demographic windfall because of the lot of youth, large number of youth in India. But then if we don't address the issue of employment properly, that demographic windfall will turn out to be a demographic curse in this country. So therefore, I think we only have to really think about it. And finally, I would like to state that the fascist forces in this nation are intensifying some of the epistemic injustice across the vast segments of humanity. They include women, they include Dalit, they include tribals, they include poor, OBCs and Muslims. Across the nation, the voiceless are being completely suppressed. And instead of fulfilling the aspirations of poor and needy and deprived, they're actually engaged themselves in dividing the society in the name of caste, in the name of region, in the name of religion, and so on, so that they get the political, the advantage. One of the primary aims of democracy is to inculcate and enhance the ability to argue, debate, differ, yet love each other. And non-violence at its core, based on the belief that we as human beings share so much of humanity with each other, so that hatred becomes impossibility, both at intellectual and emotional level. And that love for fellow human beings is non-negotiable. However, it's a misfortune that in Telangana we have a dictator, In India, at the national level, we have a dictator called Modi and KCR, and both of them are actually destroying. It is in this context we have Mr. Dr. Shashi Tharoor coming over here to enlighten us on how democracy is endangered. And as professionals, what is that we have to do? And we have a great opportunity at this point of time, at least to set things right in Telangana as professionals, to dethrone a dictator. At this point of time, Dr. Tharoor, it's a very welcoming sign that he is here today. Not only who are sitting here, but I think across the state of Telangana, what he's going to talk would certainly create wonderful vibrations and positive energy so that, we really strengthen democracy and then fight for restoring the constitutional values in this country. Finally, I wish to conclude by sharing what Mahatma Gandhi said. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. Therefore, providing that freedom of thought and expression is true democracy, and that's being destroyed. And all of us, let's unite, fight against these dictators, restore the spirit of democracy, and ensure that there is a true freedom of expression in this country. Thank you all.